It's your boy DZ. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Like the video. Comment. Let me know what you think about the content in the video. City girls. The image that they put to the young girls is really not what they want to be. The image that rappers, when they put out there that they're whores and they want to do these nasty things, is bedroom talk, but they really want to be in a relationship. They want love. When you check it out, if you check out their interview on the Breakfast Club, you'll see they're selling the image to the young girls to make it look like they want to be whores, but they want the money. They want the financial stability, but they don't want to be those whores. They want to be in love. They want a relationship. They want a man to love them. They want to feel cared about. But when you put that image to the young girl, and when they say that they're putting the image out there to empower the young girls, to make them feel like they can be it too, what percentage of young girls is going to get on from rapping like that? It got to be 0.1, the percentage. It ain't even 1%. It's 0.1% that's going to make it to be in that light and get paid from it. So you take that image and you put that image to the young girls, and the young girls don't understand that they're selling the image for money. They really don't want that. Because they got to think about it. What man is going to take you serious? If you pay attention to it, Diddy's smart. She got good coochie. Let's say she's 29. Like I said, when you get about that age, that elastic starts stretching out. You have a couple kids, it get out of whack. So Diddy's having fun with this situation. But he's mature. So when you get mature, you look at the situation as, I'm going to have fun with this situation. And she's like on the fence with it. Maybe he might commit to me. Maybe he might not. Maybe I'll have to find somebody else. Like she said, if another person comes along and commits to her, she's going to go that route. But what man with real sense is going to want to stay with this? You get stuck in the ways and believing some things when you present an image a certain way over and over and over and over again. You might want different, but when something doesn't go your way or you upset about something, you revert back to how you really are. City girl. But the young girls think that this is what's popping. You got kids reciting this stuff, thinking that this is the way to go because they see fame out of it. They see financial stability when most of the world is struggling. Most people in the world are trying to figure it out. They don't have it together. So if you come up in a household where your household is messed up and you see these women putting that image like, listen, if you get out here and be a whore and talk filthy, you can live like this. When in all actuality, it's not going to happen like that because the percentage is at a very, very bare minimum that you're going to make it in that field. And to be truthful, they have to continue to sell that image to uphold their living. They're not going to be able to make it another way. They're going to have to continue to sell this dream to women that if you be this kind of whore and talk this filthy, then you'll make it. She also talked about that she never got peed on. That was just to sell the podcast, to get people looking at it. I don't believe it. Because you know Diddy's sick. He gonna do all the sick stuff. So she got backlash from her mom and her grandmama about the situation, and being as though that she got backlash, so she had to try to clear it up when she got in front of a big audience again. Nah, I just was talking shit. I never got peed on. No, you got peed on. You enjoyed it. And you let everybody know that you got peed on. It's okay. That's something that you want to do. But this is the image that you already selling the young girls. So the young girls is thinking that they want to be city girls. And they got some good hits that they put out. Can't knock that. They got some good music that they done put out. But for the fact when you selling the young girl a certain image, when you really want something else, you misleading them. And they don't have an understanding because they don't have the development in the brain yet. The brain isn't developed. And when the brain isn't developed, you go what you think is right. You think this is right because they're showing proven past that they made it. So obviously, I have a chance to make it if I act the way they act. If I indulge in the things that they indulge in. And then you put the weed and the alcohol in the mix, and the kids think that I'm going to get on one day. This is the way to do it. When actually, all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. When you wear yourself out at a young age like that, and you put all them miles on your coochie, you're not going to find what you're looking for. When you present this image, and this should be told to the young girls, when you present this image at a young age, it sticks with you when you get older. You can't erase it because the people that you grew up with look at you the same way when you get older. They're not changing the way they look at you. Now, you might get some guys that haven't been there sexually with you, so they want to get there sexually with you. They want to have that moment with you. So they might put it in the back of their mind, but after they have sex with you, it's coming to the forefront of the brain like, man, you a whore. So they're going to enjoy you as you a whore. They're not going to take you serious like you want. And you can look between both of the relationships that they have. They got one relationship with Uzi. They got one relationship with Diddy. Now, you can look at Uzi's situation like, is he trying to cover something up? Is this really what he wants to do? Who knows? But with Caresha, you can see that Diddy's just having fun with her. He's not taking that serious. That's why she's saying what she's saying. If I find somebody that come along, I'm going to go with the situation. And I guess, women do things like that, honestly, to make whoever they're dealing with upset. But when you get people that are headstrong, it doesn't make them upset. It just validates the point why they treat you the way they treat you. It makes them look at you the way they've been looking at you, how they want to look at you, and you just verify it. It's like, man, I already know. And with women, when they conquer you, what else is left to do? She's still chasing Diddy, as in thinking that maybe it'll be more than what it is because she hasn't conquered him. When you conquer somebody, you start looking for more excitement. It's still exciting to her to chase Diddy. It's exciting that she knows that he's going to be with another woman, but maybe she can tame him. It gets like that too for certain situations with men too. They might think that they can tame the woman. Nah, I can make her settle down. But in this situation, she thinks that one day Diddy's going to come around and say, all right, baby, you the one. When you dealing with seasoned vets, they see the situation for what it is. And the seasoned vet has to go through those experiences, whereas though you might say, all right, let me try this again. Let me try this. This might be the situation for me. We might can work something out. We might can build together. This might be something. But then when they try the situation and it goes left, that stamps the fact that you know how it's going to turn out. Nothing's forever. These situations, people mentally play with themselves to pass time. That's all you got in life is time. Time is the only thing you have in life. So you got to use your time wisely. If you take your time and spend it in a situation and let the time pass by, and then you have regrets on wishing you did things, you can't get that back. That's it. You did it, you went through it, and that's what it is. So when you look at these women and see that they really don't want to uphold this image as whores, but they already validated it. They already put this image like we're whores, but they really want to be wives. But you think a guy with some sense is going to say, all right, I'm going to marry this whore. That's guys that don't have sense. She put the image of how much a whore she is, or how much a filthy, nasty whore she is, and you want a guy to say, all right, it's time to tame the whore. It's time to make this whore my wife. You can't present that image and expect to get that kind of treatment, especially from a self-made man. Now, you might get that situation if you present it to a guy that feels that he can't find what he wants. He doesn't have options, because not every man has options, as in what he wants. He might not get what he wants, but he can get what he can. All right, I can get this one, but I don't really want her. I want her. And when you check it out, they selling an image that's going to keep them in that light. And as the future go on, you're going to see they're going to be in and out different relationships. If you look at all the women that sell this image, which one has a guy that's taking them serious? Go back to all of them. Any one of the women that sold this image, as in how much of a whore they are, the guys that go to the point where they want to marry them are guys that are below them. You're not going to get a guy that you feel that's going to be a leader to take that step. Because his mind is going to play tricks on him. He's going to look at himself like, what the fuck am I doing? Why would I do this? This is not going to last. And it's real. Those situations don't last. Because when the woman gets upset, she reverts back to her old ways. She's going to let you know, I'll go do this. I can go get a nigga that I want. A nigga going to want this pussy. That's what she's going to say. A nigga's going to want this pussy. She's going to go back to the original way. And only men that have that experience understand that. If you don't have that experience, then you don't understand that. Because you haven't experienced a woman that might have been a hoe that wanted to calm down when she got upset to you and said, man, I'm going out tonight, right? That's what happens. They get upset and say, man, I'm going to the club tonight. You getting on my nerves, I'm going out with my girls. So when they go out with their girls, you know what's going on. They getting attention. Not saying they might have had sex with somebody that night. Maybe they did. But they going out to get attention. It's the attention that they're missing. You know what the club vibe give you. It give you a different attention. Guys is on your ass. So they looking at it like they want love now after they done sold the sex symbol. I'm a whore. But you gonna get what you put out. And then they say, God put me here. So out of all these people in the world, right? God put you there. It's like when people say certain things, right? God put you in the light to tell everybody how much to be a whore. How you're a nasty whore. And I like their music. They make good music. I'm not saying they don't make good music. But when people use God, I'm questioning everything, man. God put you in the light because you got some paper to tell everybody else to be a nasty, filthy whore, and that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. But people look at the image like, nah, they got that bag. They got that money. They on. They pull up in the Wraith. They hanging out with Diddy, Uzi. They got rich brothers. They got rich niggas. So God did that for you. I don't buy it. I don't go for it. I'm not going with the wave when people say that God did this and God did that. I don't agree with it. When people say they're artists that are rapping about how much they robbed and killed and got people robbing and killing, you can't tell me God did that. I can't go for that. So you telling me God influenced you only to get money, but to destroy everything else? What sense does that make? But the studies that they do on our brain makes us be influenced by the things that we're influenced by. Makes us look at the situations how we look at the situations. When you break it down, like, how does this really make sense? That God did this. God put you in a position for the ladies to look at you as you chase Diddy. This is what God did for you. God put you in a position to have the image where ladies look up to you But you chasing a nigga that don't even really want you like that. He just want to do what he want to you. So that's going to put the image in the younger people to make them think that if they get a nigga that got that money to chase him, and maybe he'll come around to wanting to be with him. And God did this. This is what's understood. God did this. Really though. And it's like, I don't buy it. So you got put in a situation you got put in from however it happened because somebody seen some financial gain out the situation. That's what happened. And now you got to uphold that image to all the youngins. The youngins got to look at you like, this is how I need to get there. When damn near all the young girls, nobody's getting there. Just destroy them. They're going to go out here and be nasty whores that scam, thinking that, okay, I seen this girl here scam and then she still got on. Maybe I can do that. When all actuality, all you doing is setting yourself up for failure. But this is not what's talked about and what's paid attention to. You look at it like you're going to get somewhere because somebody else got somewhere. Somebody else's story isn't your story. Your story is your story. Because you made it somewhere being a certain way isn't going to make it where somebody else is going to make it that way. Somebody's a rapper and they worked hard and they got on from rapping doesn't mean that somebody else is going to be able to work hard and come from rapping. That might not be their story. They could be a hard rapper, but they not willing to bend and fold the way another rapper is willing to bend and fold. They could be a hard actress, but they're not willing to bend and fold the way another actress is willing to bend and fold. The things that are sold to us that make us believe things and what they use to back it up with say God. This is what the influence comes in behind things. You say, God did this. And what it does is it creates a feeling amongst people to make them believe that God did this. But people was like, yeah, God did it. Man, God didn't do that, man. I'm not going for it. Ain't no way you can make me believe that God put you in position to make others self-destruct. There's no way I'm believing that. If you look at it, that's what it is. You saying God put you in a situation, in position to make others self-destruct. This is what we're being fed, man. Crazy. You make good music, but you can't sell me something with a lie. And this is what's happening in the younger generation. They're being sold something with a lie. Go buy my album. Go pick it up. That's for them to benefit. The young girls don't benefit from that. Younger generation don't benefit from that. There's no benefit from that. There's no benefit from that. But in those situations, the studies that they do on the brain make people think that it's a benefit. And people get to lying to themselves and acting as if they have some paper and they can act like these women. They got it straight influence fucked up. It's total fucked up, man. And the city girls, they got good music, they make good songs, but you can't believe what they talking about. Rappers, entertainers, you can't believe them. The news, you can't believe it. You gotta listen to things and cipher out of the things that you want to take it, how you want to take it. But you can't look at it like, because this person did this and said this, this is how it goes, because they have the fame and a certain type of financial stability. It's misleading. Everybody has their own journey. You got to understand that these people are put in front of us for a reason. It's a reason they're put there. They're not put there to lift you up and influence you that you could be like them. They're put there to keep things generating, to keep these cycles going, to keep the system flowing. The system doesn't flow if you don't buy what they're selling. They're selling nothing. How is the percentage so low of the success from what they're saying? And they're the successful ones, but it's continued to be sold. Hey, man. In life, you got to grow and you got to understand what's real and what's not real. When these people talking the way they talk and they selling these music on these beats, it's a facade. It's not real. You got to understand that it's a drug. They're caught in the drug as well. Drugs are not just things you get high off of physically. This is a drug. They started getting money and fame, so they have to keep that. They have to continue to sell this image. When you find out what gets you selling something, as in hope, you have to continue to sell that hope. When you stop selling that hope, your money will go down. You have to sell hope. If you don't sell hope, and you got to be a good hope seller, all the people that are financially stable understand that they have to sell hope. You can't make it to that level if you don't have the ability to sell hope. Look at all of the people at the top. And they'll say, God did it. So when is God going to touch the people that's struggling? If you say God did something, when does he go down and touch the people that's suffering? So he just picks one out of billions to say, here, come on, get up here in front of everybody and sell them the hope. Sell this hope to them. Get up there. And people buy it. The influences are fucked up, man. But this is life. This is what it is. It's never going to change. It's just some people are going to understand it and most people are not. And I look at it as, when I was a kid, I looked at rap and celebrities as they meant something when they were just selling hope. This is the influence that we're taught, that this means something. When it financially benefits people that are involved in the business, but the people that are buying into it are the people that suffer. The people that buy into it don't gain from it. It's nothing you gain from it being on the buyer side. You lose. Hey, man, share this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Man, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the City Girls. Do you think that they're going to continue to last in the rap because their album sales went down? So do you think that they're going to continue to last? They're going to have to switch lanes. You can see the mentality of Caresha. When you have a conversation with people or you listen to them talk, you can see the mentality of people. Really though. All that pretty shit, that makeup hair shit, that shit don't mean nothing when you ain't got the mentality. Can you make it on your own without any backing of somebody that's not benefiting off you? But what happens is when somebody's benefiting off you, a machine is pushing you because they know they're going to eat. You're going to eat as long as they're going to eat. But if they feel they're not eating, they're going to send you out in the middle of the ocean and see if you can swim with no life jacket. Man, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, man. It's your boy DZ, man. We got more coming. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.